Horoscope for Leo, Thursday, 25 December 2025. Welcome to Cosmological. Today, Leo, the cosmos gives you an important lesson: the tension between the practical and the ideal. You feel that tense rope that pulls in two directions, one that pushes you to act with strength and another that asks for pause and reflection. The Sun joins Venus and Mars, giving you an impulse of creativity and ambition, but crosses Neptune, which erases boundaries and challenges the concrete. Although the day seems to require clarity, the undulating energy of the Moon with Mars and the trigon of Jupiter with Saturn offer you ways to turn that friction into growth. Today, it is not a question of resolving everything immediately, but of honoring the dance between action and intuition. Your body physically begins with vibrant energy, but carries the invisible weight of challenging the conventional. Take a deep breath. The universe invites you to be brave with what you see and patient with what you feel. In the workplace, the Sun, Venus, and Mars in the House 6 activate a hyperproductive energy. You may find yourself solving accumulated tasks like pieces of a puzzle that suddenly fit. However, Venus quadratured with Saturn and Neptune adds friction. Unexpected delays may appear, or the need to review details that seem to be completed. An everyday example could be a project that you thought was finished, and that, when you review it, you discover that it needs subtle adjustments, like an email that you doubt whether to send or delete. Here, the key is to balance ambition with prudence. Uranus in House 10 brings a sudden change, perhaps an unexpected recognition or a new opportunity. But Saturn in House 8 reminds you that shared resources, such as budgets or teams, demand structure. Today, your role is to be a craftsman. Transform chaos with Saturn's discipline and the inspiration of Venus. In finance, Jupiter in Trigon with Saturn favors long-term savings. It's a good day to plan, not just to spend. However, Venus in quadrature with Neptune makes you sensitive to emotional expenses, such as impulsive purchases for urgent need. A practical example could be the urge to buy something useful that, when you evaluate it later, you discover that you don't need. To contain it, apply a rule. Write on paper the justification before consuming. This works because Saturn demands structure and Jupiter provides vision. Today, the Sun at home 6 and Mars charge you with physical energy, but Saturn's emotional weight with Neptune in 8 can translate into muscle tension or mental fatigue. Your body asks for balance. You may feel the urge to take an energetic walk in the morning, loading that energy from Mars, followed by a restful nap. The sextile Moon with Mars gives you the strength to move. Imagine finishing a house cleaning and feeling light, as if they were taking a weight off your back. However, avoid excess. Routine habits like drinking water every hour or taking a short break at noon will be your allies. It cooks something simple but nutritious, like a brown rice with vegetables, and prioritizes a quiet rest. Your body today responds better to conscious action than to unconscious stress. In love, Mercury in the House 5 activates your creative side, but Pluto in the 7 introduces a need for transformation into relationships. You may feel a distance with someone close, not for lack of affection, but for Venus squaring Saturn. A couple who don't respond to the text message is seen because they're processing something deep. Today, the key is to speak clearly. If you feel something in the air, express it gently. A sincere dialogue can turn that tension into strength. If you're single, an unexpected conversation with someone new might open an emotional door. In friendships, Mercury urges you to connect creatively, organize a meeting with a special touch, like a coffee with a custom playlist. In the house, Pluto in the 7 asks you to reevaluate shared dynamics. If you're living with someone, it's a good time to set healthy boundaries, like dishes washing shifts, without conflict. Today's energy teaches you that love is not just giving, but also receiving and creating spaces of balance. Today, the Moon in House 8 and Neptune invite you to dive deep. A revelation can arise about shared finances or emotional relationships, like realizing that a debt is not just economic, but symbolic, freeing yourself from a pattern. Jupiter on the 12th brings you insight into the occult. You may find a book or a digital document that solves an ancient enigma. The philosophical suggestion is this: sometimes growth does not come from the visible, but from what you have left in darkness. Use Mercury in 5 to write down your intuitions. An idea that seems trivial can be the seed of a future project. To balance the tension between the concrete and the illusory, Venus squared Saturn and Neptune, he performs the ritual of the cleanness of obstacles. Find a role and write briefly what blocks you today: a delay in work, a misunderstanding with someone, or an unplanned expense. Fold it and place it in a glass of water and salt. Visualize that water absorbs friction, transforming it into calm. This physical act symbolizes that you are letting go of the weight of the imperfect to create space for the new. Repeat mentally, "I release what blocks me to give way to what it builds." Your talisman color for today is emerald green, a symbol of Venus and the ability to turn challenges into growth. Take it in a garment, accessory, or even a plant on your desk. This color will remind you that under the tension, there is a garden waiting to bloom. Have a nice day, dear Leo. Subscribe to Cosmologica Lab so you don't miss the next video. Give it a like if it resonated with you, and let us know in the comments what you thought. See you in the next video.